Hello everyone, and welcome back to English Elevated, the channel where language learning rises above the ordinary. Whether you're listening during your commute, your workout, or a quiet moment at home, I'm truly glad you're here. Today, we're going to explore the life, mindset, and legacy of one of the most admired athletes in modern history, Roger Federer. This is not just a story about tennis. It is a story about discipline, elegance, resilience, and the pursuit of excellence, values that resonate far beyond the boundaries of sport. So, take a deep breath, settle in, and let's elevate your English together. Roger Federer was born in 1981 in Basel, Switzerland, a country known more for its neutrality and precision than for producing sporting superstars. His father was Swiss, his mother South African, and from an early age, Federer grew up exposed to different cultures, languages, and perspectives. This multicultural upbringing would later contribute to his remarkable ability to connect with fans around the world. Like many great athletes, Federer showed early promise, but his talent was accompanied by emotional volatility. As a junior player, he was known not only for his extraordinary skill, but also for his temperamental outbursts. Rackets were broken, frustrations were visible, and self-control did not come easily. However, what separates the great from the merely talented is not perfection, but growth. Federer gradually learned to channel his emotions, transforming raw intensity into focused determination. This internal evolution would become one of the defining features of his career. Federer turned professional in the late 1990s, and by the early 2000s, it was clear that tennis was witnessing something extraordinary. His playing style was often described as effortless, yet this apparent ease was the result of relentless practice and deep tactical intelligence. What made Federer unique was not just his success, but how he achieved it. His movements were fluid, his timing impeccable, and his decision-making almost instinctive. Watching him play was like observing a form of kinetic poetry. Every shot seemed purposeful, every rally carefully constructed. At the peak of his career, Federer dominated the sport, winning multiple Grand Slam titles and holding the world #1 ranking for a record-breaking period. Yet, despite these achievements, he remained remarkably composed, rarely allowing success to distort his humility. No discussion of Roger Federer would be complete without mentioning his legendary rivalries, particularly with Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. These rivalries were not driven by hostility, but by mutual respect and contrasting philosophies of play. Federer represented elegance and precision. Nadal embodied relentless intensity and physical endurance. Djokovic brought elasticity, mental resilience, and strategic depth. Together, these three athletes elevated tennis to unprecedented levels of popularity and quality. Federer's encounters with Nadal, in particular, became symbolic battles between styles, grace versus grit. While Federer did not always emerge victorious, he demonstrated something arguably more important: grace in defeat. His ability to acknowledge opponents' strengths and learn from loss earned him admiration far beyond the tennis court. Before we continue, let me take a quick moment to speak directly to you. If you're enjoying this elevated English content, where language meets meaningful stories, make sure to subscribe to English Elevated. Your support helps this channel grow, and it allows us to keep producing high-quality content designed to improve your listening, vocabulary, and comprehension skills. Now, let's get back to the story. One of the most remarkable aspects of Federer's career was his longevity. In a sport that demands immense physical endurance, he managed to remain competitive well into his late 30s, an age when many athletes have already retired. This longevity was not accidental. Federer continuously adapted his playing style, shortened points, refined his serve, and embraced innovation. Perhaps more importantly, he learned to listen to his body, prioritizing recovery and balance over relentless competition. His comeback seasons, especially after serious knee injuries, demonstrated not just physical strength, but mental resilience. Each return to the court was a testament to patience, perseverance, and an enduring love for the game. While Federer's achievements on the court are extraordinary, his influence off the court is equally significant. Fluent in several languages and consistently respectful in public appearances, he became a global ambassador not only for tennis, but for sportsmanship itself. Through the Roger Federer Foundation, he has supported educational projects for children in disadvantaged communities, particularly in Africa and Switzerland. These efforts reflect a deep understanding that true success carries responsibility. Federer has often spoken about the importance of giving back, not as an obligation, but as a privilege. In doing so, he redefined what it means to be a champion in the modern world. When Roger Federer officially retired from professional tennis, the world did not simply say goodbye to a player, it celebrated an era. His legacy is not limited to trophies or records, it lives in the way he played, the way he lost, and the way he treated others. He showed us that excellence does not require arrogance, that competitiveness can coexist with kindness, and that mastery is a lifelong process of refinement. For language learners, Federer's story offers a powerful metaphor. Fluency, like greatness, is not achieved overnight. It demands patience, consistency, and the courage to improve one step at a time. One of the most fascinating aspects of Roger Federer's career was not his technique, but his mental composure. In a sport where matches can last for hours and a single point can change everything, emotional stability becomes as important as physical skill. Federer was widely admired for his ability to remain calm under immense pressure. Even in the most intense moments, championship points, hostile crowds, or unexpected setbacks, he appeared centered, almost serene. This calmness was not accidental. It was the result of years of self-reflection, emotional discipline, and experience. Interestingly, Federer has openly admitted that he was not naturally calm as a young player. In fact, he struggled deeply with frustration. What changed over time was his understanding that emotional reactions consume energy that could be better invested in strategy, focus, and execution. For learners of English, this insight is especially valuable. Language learning, much like professional tennis, involves mistakes, plateaus, and moments of self-doubt. Federer's mindset teaches us that progress does not come from avoiding errors, but from responding to them intelligently. By accepting imperfection and maintaining composure, Federer extended his career and elevated his performance. In the same way, learners who remain patient and consistent ultimately reach higher levels of fluency. Calm, after all, is not weakness, it is control. As we come to the end of today's episode, I invite you to reflect, not only on Roger Federer as an athlete, but as an example of what is possible when talent meets discipline, and ambition is guided by integrity. If you found this episode valuable for your English learning journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share English Elevated with others who want to raise their level of English through meaningful content. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. Until next time, keep learning, keep listening, and keep elevating your English. This is English Elevated, signing off.